Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Good morning, farmers. Nothing like the smell of harvesting lupine in the early morning hours. Back at it again. See if we can maybe get to 635K today in the bank. That's the goal. That's just another 13,000, which is probably going to be like a trailer and maybe an extra 3,000 or 4,000 grains, I would assume. Somewhere in there. Hopefully we can achieve that. We got our workers still plowing that 3-hectare field up there. I just went up, looked down, make sure he was, not going over old ground that he already plowed, but it looked like he was almost about half done, if I were to guess. Yes, I checked the map. The big field is not ready yet. Thank you very much. And if I feel like doing jobs today, we do have 3 house inspections I could do, which we might do, just to mix it up. I just don't really feel like cultivating and plowing today, but I will have to do one or the other, and I'll probably plow that 2-hectare field up in the corner I can't hire work for. I need to get it done at some point. So that's kind of our goal, but first things first, we're going to harvest these 2 fields. Get them done while it's not raining, even though, yep, still no rain in the forecast. I guess July and August it just doesn't rain. I don't know. Like I said, actually, knowing our luck, it'll probably be like April 1st, April 2nd, April 3rd, be rain, rain, rain. Rain, rain, rain. But nothing yet. Which is just fine because we need to get these things harvested. Once everything's harvested, it can rain to its content. I can work in the rain. It makes it kind of a crappy video, I think. Trying to harvest, or not harvest, but work in the rain and record while it's raining out. But to me, it actually doesn't rain far enough on this map, or in this game. How are we doing in the tank? Actually, not that bad. This is filling up better. Huh, okay. I was not even expecting to get anywhere near a full tank on this field, but it's going to be just under it. I was hoping to get like 8,000 liters on this field. So yeah, we're going to harvest these 2 fields, probably take all morning-ish. And then we'll plow the 2-hectare field. But maybe in between we'll do some quick hop and jumps and house inspections, just to get some more social points and whatnot, because I'm not going to have time to plow and cultivate that field up there all in one go. Too bad the tractor wasn't strong enough and capable enough to hook up the plow to the back end of the tractor, and then somehow hook up the cultivator to the back of the plow. That'd be too easy. Or better yet, in the game, have a seed drill that doesn't need to have a field cultivated to drill. Probably should have grabbed some more food from the house before I left this morning, but I do have 4 pizzas, which is good enough for 2 days, but you just never know. I think I just barely woke up and said, "You're really hungry." So at some point, pretty soon here, I'm pretty sure it's going to say, "Tree bark looks tasty." But today in game, it is August 24th. So we got just about probably 2 weeks of time to have all of our fields prepped, which is quite a long time actually. That's why I'm not hiring too much help. I just didn't feel like plowing a 3-hectare field, and that is an oddly shaped field for me to plow, so I said, yep, a worker can do that. That's what we did yesterday. Hired a worker to plow that field. And sometimes it's nice just to hire a worker and see something getting done that you don't have to do when you gotta do everything yourself, pretty much. Which I do like to do. But sometimes it's just nice to see someone else do it. As long as it's done the right way. Like the other saying, if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. So true. We're not losing crops going backwards. Come on, game. I wanted to talk to the wife this morning because I think it's been a day or two. I can't remember the last time I talked to her at this point. Maybe we talked to her last episode. I can't remember. But she went right to the kitchen. So I said the heck with her. Although she always seems happy. Or everything's perfect. Yeah, so it looks like we might end up with somewhere around 10,000 grains in the tank. But it won't be much longer from now when that big field's ready, so we'll have to bring everything down there. So even what I might do today is when we get done harvesting the field right behind us, we need to bring this combine and header all the way down to our other set of fields. That's where it'll be needed next. And I'm kind of treating today as we should have some spare time days. So like I said, we're going to harvest these 2 fields. And at best, plow that 2-hectare field up above. That's all I really want to get done today. In real life, I'm just a little bit tired tonight. So I don't feel like I want to rush around even in the game time trying to get things done. Keep trying to tell myself, yep, we got about 2 weeks here to get all these fields done, so that's plenty of time. And also, like I've said before, when it comes time to seeding all these fields with canola, we're going to hire some workers to seed them as well, because I don't want to be doing all the seeding myself. Alright, stick the pipe out here. Yep. 10,000 grains, just a tad over, which is 2,000 more than I thought we were going to get. So that's great. Finally underestimated a field. So since we're almost out of full tank in the combine, we'll empty this sucker out. And we'll get working to the field behind us. And see if we can hit 635K today. Which is looking more likely. We should, I mean, if that field's just under a hectare, and that's just, that field's almost double the size. We should get 30,000 grains today. Can I fit underneath this limb? Sure can. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start harvesting this field. As well, we already did, but I'll top off the trailer, refill the combine, and when I do, I'll bring it back so we can go to the sell point together and have a little fun watching the money go up. And also we'll get a good standpoint to see where we are. So I'll bring it back shortly. Well, here we are. Just finishing up this field here. The trailer is full. The combine, right now it's got 7,000 in it. So we're going to get somewhere around 2,500 grains from these two fields. This field didn't seem to produce just as well as the first one. And it could be the amount of manure I got down the field. I think this was like 5% less manure. But I don't think it would have dropped that much, but it did for production. But I still haven't quite figured that out just yet. Plus I'm wondering if the size of the fields are very accurate or not on this map. I think that could be some of the issue with the number totals I'm seeing here and there, and why they don't quite line up with other numbers that should be lined up. But anywho, are we getting up with 8,000? Yeah, we're not even going to reach 8,000. So, yeah, about 24, just shy of 2,400 grains. Still not bad, more than I originally thought. Turn that off, that off. We'll stick the pipe. Actually, you know what? No. Nope. Actually, we're in this now. Let's take it now. So we're going to take the harvester up to the sell point, sell the grain, and then we're going to take the harvester down to the other set of fields because, yeah, like I said, that's the next stop for this combine. We got that big field of lupine that will need to be done hopefully within the next week or so. Hop along, Charlie. Still looks like he's just about finished plowing that field. Looks like he's doing the tight circle dance in the center of the field trying to get it done. So I hope this is still a thing, because I haven't done it in a while, which is take the combine up to the sell point and it's able to take it. As far as I know, that hasn't been changed at all. But the combine's got to go that direction anyway, so might as well just take it up there with the grain in instead of making 2 trips up with the tractor and trailer. So with the amount of grain that we got, we should be able to hit the 635K mark today, I would think. Seems reasonable. Boy, this combine sure could use a wash. A rainy day would be very helpful at this point, because I'm not driving it down to the barn just to get it washed. But maybe it'll rain on February 29th, once every 4 years. Alright. Pipe out. Hopefully there's no collision on this still. Alright, and hopefully when we sell it, yep, still works. Owen, what are you doing walking through the sell point area? Oh well. Kind of forgot that our baler is still down here. Have to bring that back. Probably what I could do is when I go to the sell point and I bring the trailer and I'll park the trailer down here. We'll pick up the baler on the way back, bring that to the farm, then go up and plow the field. That is a lot of lupine. Alright, let's head on down, grab our tractor and trailer, and we're going to go sell some more grain. I'll meet you back at the sell point in a flash. Alright, should be able to hit our goal of 635. I mean, seriously, we should. Probably getting closer to on the 640 side, so I'm thinking somewhere around the 638. That'd be my guess, but then again, my guesses suck. So let's find out what we do end up with here. Yeah, so somewhere right in the 638 area. Well, okay, keep going up. 639. Sweet. Close to 640. But really, with only 3 fields left to try and hit 1 3/4 million, looks like we're going to be short. I mean, I guess I could get fancy, raid the pantry, and do that. But I think what we'll do is we'll wait until the fields are harvested, see how close we actually are, and then maybe I'll raid the pantry. Because I think one time we sold the milk and we got like 35 grand for it. I think. Was it 35 grand? Something like that. But then we did have like 4,000 milk. So, could you imagine being at the stove and making 4,000 cans of condensed milk? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how long that would actually take. And my mind froze up there for a second. Alright. Drop the trailer off right there. As good place as any. Go back, pick up the baler, bring the baler back to the farm because we'll need that next spring when we do the 2 wheat fields next to the farm. Actually, I got 4 fields down here I got to do. I thought it was just 3. So you got the field of lupine. What is this? Soy. All right, that should be P down there. This field should be P. And then we got soy again. So we got 4 fields down here to actually do. Oh well, see, I can't keep track of my own fields anymore. Thought we had 3 left, we got 4. Which means a little bit extra more income, which is, fine by us. But I want to bring the baler back. Park that up. Maybe stop at the barn. Fill this up. Wash it off, even though it's going to get dirty again. And what time is it? Ooh, almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Maybe we'll jump up and do a couple house inspections. And then we'll have to go plow a field. As I see a traffic jam down here. Someone didn't make the corner. It's like the red van didn't quite make the corner. There he goes. Well, the wife was cooking, so we're not going to talk to her. I hired a worker to cultivate this field as well. Figured, well, if they plowed it, they can cultivate it. 3-hectare field, it'd take me a while, so save me some time. So you guys go on ahead and do what you got to do. So we're going to go up and hook up the plow, which should be up here near this field. Should be up over this hill actually. And as you can see, the tractor is nice and clean, refueled. Should be right up over this knoll. There it is. Our magical plow changes colors. And that'll be our work for this afternoon. But before that, yes. I gotta zoom in so I can jump into our tractor. And they should be just on the other side of these walls. Another guy named Aiden, but it's not the Aiden that
Hi there.
lives down by us.
Good afternoon.
I am looking for work. Got anything for me?
Don't be under 300.
A building on my farm needs some care. What do you think?
I think you're going to be under 300. No, you're not. Thank you.
Sounds good. I'll take care of this.
And where are we going? So I'm going around that corner at the white building. That's what it seems like. Nope, not that building. Is this the one I want to stare up into the sky? There it goes. Wait for the arrow to show up with the dude, and we just run back. I don't even want to even call that one a house inspection, because really I'm just like, the arrow's underneath the sky. I was going to say, don't tell me the other dude left, but he's still standing there.
Thank you. Here's something for you.
Dude, get your dirty shoes off the bench. People sit on that thing. Oh, you got the zombie eyes going, huh? There you go.
Hi there.
Good afternoon.
I am looking for work. Got anything for me?
A building on my farm needs some care. What do you think?
I think you should fix it yourself, but... yeah, okay.
Sounds good. I'll take care of this.
Since it is just me looking at the sky, I guess 280 is not a bad price. So neither one's going to bring me to the building I seem to always go to. Yep, this building's made of brick. That's fine.
Thank you. Here's something for you.
So a few social points and a few dollars. And I'm hitting the wrong button. That's the other game. This button for the map. So the other fix a building job is way down here. So what we have to do is jump into our van. Take the bus stop to here. And if I'm not mistaken, they should be down by this chicken coop, or in the chicken coop area. And there's usually 3 people standing here. I don't see no one in the chicken coop, so hopefully they're at the field right there. And it's Evelyn that has the job for us.
Hello there.
Great to see you again.
Well, thank you.
Is there something I can help you with?
A building on my farm needs some care. What do you think?
Well, I'm wearing a tool belt, so what do you think?
Sounds good. I'll take care of this.
Although I don't need my tool belt. Yeah, I'd like to buy this place, put some cows into it so I can get some more manure.
you. Here's something for you.
And that puts us over 640,000. All we need is another 110,000. But that may not happen. Oh, hello, Victoria. Were you going to steal my tractor? Yeah, well, you better sit there and just wait now. Might want to move too, because who knows what's going to happen with this thing. Alright, I'll turn on my second axle so we get some good grip. And coming up to this crop circle that's up here, you can kind of see the crop circle in the dirt. Probably easier to see once I get all this stubble out. Man, this field just pushes my tractor around. At least we'll get this field plowed today. It's approaching 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so yeah, I'll be working probably at least 9 o'clock tonight, I would think. Especially on this field here. But it's work that needs to be done. But we should be done harvesting for at least an episode or two, I would think. So now it's going to allow us to hopefully catch up on the fields that we have harvested. But who knows, I could wake up tomorrow morning and that big field could be ready, and that's gonna eat up a lot of our 2 weeks. But this field we have to do ourselves because we can't hire a worker for it. And she's still standing here. Maybe she's impressed with how I'm plowing the field. Alright. I don't understand how these NPCs work anymore, so if she wants to sit there and watch, she can sit there and watch. It's a free country. So I'm not going to say what our plans are for tomorrow just yet. Well, it's either A or B. A, if that big field's ready, well, you know, we got to get to it at some point. Or B, you know, we'll finish cultivating this field tomorrow. We'll start cultivating this field tomorrow, and start working our way down to the fields we just harvested. And that's kind of our plans. And of course, we'll keep checking and see what jobs are available. If there are any plowing or cultivating jobs, I'll probably take it, as long as it's a decent sized field. But usually this time of the year, jobs are not there for us to do. I'm talking about cultivating and plowing jobs, fix the building jobs, transportation jobs. Those are usually there. Some days you may only get 1 or 2. But at least I found out something today. We got 4 fields left to harvest, not 3. I can see us easily getting to the 1.7 million mark, but to get to that 3/4 mark, it's gonna be a stretch. But let me make some progress on this field for plowing, and I'll see you shortly. And you're gonna see a lot of this stubble gone by then, if I don't miss spots like that. So yeah, I'll see you shortly. As the sun sets. But we're actually progressing pretty nicely along this field. I don't think I'll be working as late as I thought I would be. Another bonus. Just got that much of the field left to go. It's like, I don't know, what is it? Actually, it's less than 20%. Yep, and listen to that train whistle for the past 15, 20 minutes, whatever it's been. So seems like I swear it goes off almost every time I get to the top too. Yeah, this is one of the fields that pushes my tractor around quite a bit, or the plow is actually being dragged and it's dragging the tractor around. However you want to look at it, you got to keep up with your steering. Let me turn on some lights. Don't really need them. Come on, tractor. That's why I got the extra axle on. So, like I said at the beginning of the video, we got about 2 weeks left to go before we start seeding. And I think, let's see, we got 4 fields left to harvest. So there's 4, and another 4. So we got about 8 more fields to prepare, which means plow, cultivate. Of course, one of those fields being the big field. So so even if we just did a field a day, that'd be great. But we do know that big field takes 4 days. But even at that, if that's the case, we still got plenty of time. Like I said, the only thing that can kind of screw us up a little bit is if it starts raining multiple days in a row. Which I think when it rains, it's going to pour. So I've said before, I've had it rain 4 days in a row before. That was not a fun time, and I was in the middle of a harvesting time too. But that was in the early days of Farmer's Dynasty. I don't know if they changed how often it rains in the coating, but it doesn't seem to rain as much as it did before, and it definitely doesn't rain as often as it probably should. We are just about done with this field, and it's not even 8 o'clock yet, so I was thinking maybe until 9 o'clock. So we're going to punch out early, in a way. We're going to bring this plow down to the next field we got to do, then we're going to drive the tractor back up, hook up the cultivator to it, so it's ready to go. We're going to start, I'm going to start by cultivating this field, no matter what, to begin next episode, just because I know this is one of the fields that we can't hire help for. So we just want to make sure we get it done. If those fields are ready to harvest down there, the only field that should be ready to be harvested is the lupine field. The soy field, the 2 soy fields and the pea fields are a little bit beyond that. I seeded those after the lupine field by maybe a week or so. I can't remember anymore. This is where I wish when you go to farm stats, maybe you can click on a field and it'll tell you the date that you seeded it, and or how many more days it is before it needs to be harvested, which, that'd be great, because in real life you can kind of tell on a field, not at first. I mean, you plant it in the spring, you're going to say, sometime in September we'll be harvesting it. But when it comes September, you can start looking at your crop, and 99% plowed, that's good enough. You could start looking at your problem and saying, in 2 more weeks. And then you can say, oh yeah, I can do it anytime in the next 3 days, it's ready to go. Here you just say, I'm like, well, it's in its 2nd stage of growth. Is that Aiden? Yeah. It's in its 2nd stage of growth, and you just wake up next morning and it's like, poof, it's ready. It's like, oh, okay, now it's ready. How do you come along cultivating this field? He's 71% done cultivating it. But still looks like he's got a lot left to do. Actually, you know what? Let's switch that plow around just for a second. And what we'll do just to make ourselves feel a little bit better, we'll just go down once and come back up once. I could use some rest. I don't think so. You don't know me, sir. We can go sit by a fire and watch the glowing embers, and for some reason it gives us energy, and we can go out and work all night for some unknown reason. It sounds like we got, you know, milk at the house, and we could actually make coffee and maybe actually drink some caffeine, or have a 5-hour energy drink, or sitting by a fire. Problem is, in real life, when I sit by a fire, you know, I'm drinking a beer. So and that sometimes gives me too much energy at night, because I'm a night person. Don't get stuck in that little knoll. There, we'll just go back up and we'll drop the plow off right here when we get to the edge of the field. We'll drive back up to the other field, hook up the cultivator, and yeah, when the sun rises, that's where I'll be. Cultivating that field. And really this field here is not that big, was it? Like I said, 1.3. The next field over the hill is not even a hectare, so we can actually punch out a lot of fields tomorrow if I wanted to, which we just might do. Alright, lower down. So really, tomorrow, you know, I can cultivate the field up there, finish plowing this field, cultivate this field, and probably even plow the field over the hill, the 1 hectare field. And if we're really full of it, I'll even cultivate it. I mean, you never realize how bouncy the terrain is around here until you hop in cab. Bouncy, bouncy. Where's my cultivator? There it is. I was like, come on, I'm close enough. There, we'll lower that. Turn the lights off. Hop out with our scaffolding as we always do. And we're going to teleport back to the farm. I was hoping to be in the tractor, but close enough. Ooh, a mushroom. And a wife is in bed. So it looks like we'll be doing this. But there you have it, guys. That's going to do it for today on the farm. So we finished harvesting the field around the farm itself. So now we just got to finish prepping them up. So we got, well, we got one worker doing one field for us. So that leaves us for 4 fields to do ourselves. And then we'll have 4 fields down at the other end of the map to get to at some point whenever they're ready. But we do have about 2 to 3 weeks, give or take, to get all the fields ready. I mean, we shouldn't run out of time at all. We should be able to do all the work ourselves. I'm just getting a little bit lazy and didn't want to plow or cultivate that big 3 hectare field, so that's why we got a worker. That's what they're there for. But yeah, I think tomorrow we can knock out quite a few fields, maybe 3 of them. So that'll really put a dent in what we have to do, and then, unless there's some good jobs available, but yeah, okay, sure. In the springtime there'll be plenty of jobs available, but we don't have time to do those in the spring. But anywho, like I said, that's going to do it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoy the episode. Like always, I appreciate you watching. But until tomorrow, have a good one.